It's time once again for things that blind people just shouldn't do. This time,
Traffic reporter.
And for our traffic, let's go to our blind eye in the sky, Blindy McBlinderson. So, Blindy, how's the traffic out there?
I'm flying right now over the freeway, and I can't see too well, so I'm going to lean down and see if I can hear better.
This has been another edition of Things That Blind People Just Shouldn't Do.
Yes, hello everyone. Good morning. It is March 10th, 2023. And it is great to be here. I apologize. I woke up a little late this morning as everything is kind of behind right now. So I inhaled breakfast in record time. Kind of did everything that I had to do in record time. And so this morning I don't have coffee. I have a Monster juice, which, excuse me, for those that know my Fridays, you know that I need it. These are, as I have affectionately nicknamed, my hell days. Everything seems to happen on Fridays. It seems to be the day that everything goes down. Sports commentary says, morning, Liam, having a day off because of all the snow here. Oh, okay. Yeah, no snow here. Had some rain. No snow. Just a wee bit of rain. But I hope you are all doing well. So you guys are going to have to put up with Monster Juice. So we have some stuff coming up on the streams that we should talk about. The big thing, big thing is, so sorry. Big thing is next Saturday, the 18th of March. It's the BK3 Marathon, and I'm really looking forward to it. I don't know if you guys are, but I'm excited. Needing some music for my live stream, Liam, any ideas? Yes, anything that is royalty-free. You can find plenty of that on YouTube. You need stuff that is definitely royalty-free. If it's not royalty-free, you're going to run into problems. So that's what you want. Good morning, Nikita Smith. I'm going to really try not to sing the song. And I'm singing in my head. But does that make us your first circle of hell? Well, there aren't 7 of them, which is great. Today, it's just the thing about Fridays is that there is so much to do, and you always feel like whether that's going to be like a Monday or a Wednesday or like Tuesday or whatever. Everything falls to Friday, so it's chatting with viewers, which is probably the most really enjoyable part of my day. And I'm not going to say, to be fair, that the other parts are not enjoyable, because they are, but there's just a lot of things. So we start with chatting with viewers, which I like. And I mean, it's my own fault, really. I've chosen to do this every Friday morning. I like it, though. It's fun. And it's a regular thing. You always know it's going to be here. It is just something that we do. It's just something that's here. And then I've got case management, which is for a class. We go over our students and do presentations and, do office stuff and, or we got to do like our homework or whatever, our bookkeeping, housekeeping. That's it. Then I have a couple of students on Friday, which is interesting that they've kind of fallen to Fridays, but that's how it is. And, hey, that's cool. So the nice thing is that I get little breaks in between. So I got you guys at 8, I got case management at 10. Case management's like an hour and a half usually. So I get a little lunch break, and then I have a student at 1, student at 3, 3:30. Kind of depends when he pops in to Zoom. So it's not so jam-packed that it's out of control. It's just there's a lot to do. And part of that is that with students you have paperwork you've got to do. I'm really big on notes. I like keeping notes, and I like keeping reports. And so for one student, I guess for technically both, I don't, because of it, it's sort of more of a, I don't want to get into the whole what it is, because I think we're starting to get into the HIPAA territory at this point. But I don't have to write full-on reports right now, which is cool. But I like to, because I like having them for myself. And so that way I can look back and be like, here's what we did. Here's how things are going. Here's how it's going. Here's how it is, sort of thing. And actually, I will say, I am not a writer. I am not a good writer, but I have really begun to love writing reports because they're really great sort of markers of your progress. And they're really good at just like, oh, okay, that's how we're doing. Oh, okay, that's where we can improve. Oh, hi, Liam. Glad to be here. Up early because I'm going to demo Belton hearing aids today, getting new ones through insurance. Belton. I've never heard of Belton. I had Oticon for a while, and they were cool. Interesting. Whatever you do, James, don't get rechargeable ones. I would highly recommend against it. They seem great in theory, but the problem is that rechargeable batteries wear down over time. I think fucking, pardon my French, I'm so tired right now. I think fruitin', rechargeable batteries are like the biggest scam ever. Oh man, I have already cursed. I have cursed. Mark it down. Never happens. No, I just find, I find stuff that's royalty free. Again, there's a lot of royalty free stuff. It's a Nikita banana, and I'm here to say, says Nikita's gonna do it now too. And I never sang Nikita, I always sang Chiquita banana, but now I'm gonna sing maybe I did sing Nikita banana. I don't remember anymore. Did I? I always thought I said Chiquita. I'm a Nikita banana, and I'm here to say da 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 da. Oh my gosh. See, Nikita's gonna do it too now. Okay, I don't feel bad. I felt bad at first because I'm like, I wonder if that annoys her. Hey John, I am doing okay. I have accidentally cursed already. 8-bit universe is not royalty free. Okay, good to know. I did not know that. I never got pinged on it, so I assumed that they were okay. But I will. Monster Juice isn't terrible, says Nightwind. I still prefer the original flavor. I can't roll with the original flavor. That's why I like the Monster Juice better. Today is Friday, last day before spring break, so I might miss the St. Patrick's Day chatting with viewers next week if I am sleeping. I will not miss it. Oh, Lexi says, hey, Liam, sitting at home because I woke up nauseated this morning. Well, I hope you feel better, Lexi. But glad that you're here. Yeah, I may not go with the Belton brand, but it's free demo like the app. So, yeah, I mean, definitely look at your options. I did not really get a lot of chances to demo things. Honestly, you're not the only one that does that. A family member does that all the time, but they do it so often that I get annoyed over it. Could you make that music? Well, that's my music. You're talking about this one? Yeah, that's mine. I made that. That's why it's not very good. That's why it sucks. But yeah, no, that's the Elworks theme. That was actually, I was going to use it as like a podcast intro. Probably still will if I ever do a podcast. So let me try to catch up here. I think we're caught up. Yeah, so I just here's like, so yeah. Report writing, I like. It's good. Austin, you have to write reports. You've lived it. But I like them. I find it's handy, especially if you're writing behavior intervention response plan. Super helpful. I taught actually a friend of mine who teaches. I've been kind of, I wouldn't say I've been mentoring him. I guess I have been mentoring him a little bit, just helping him out because I don't think he teaches regularly. And so he's been kind of like, hey, I know you're doing this. Can you give me some tips? And I'm like, bro, you've taught longer than I have, but okay. And so I taught him that method of reporting and showed him a real life example on one of his students that I know. And he was like, wow, this is really great. And thank you. And I said, sure. My bill will be in the mail. So I'm really getting better with virtual instruments in Reaper. I had to change some settings to fix an issue with not having the FX window show consistently. Yeah, I can't say I use it super often. I have rechargeable autocons now. I love them. I cannot. See, here's my problem with anything rechargeable. Batteries suck. And we all know this from having phones, right? Like, batteries are the worst things, and especially rechargeable batteries. And hearing aids, I think, though having to swap out 312s, again, if you don't have hearing aids, you don't know, but if you do, you know, is annoying, but at least you always know that you're getting fresh batteries. Eventually, those little hearing aid batteries are going to, like, burn out. And so I feel like it's kind of a sucker's game. It's like, oh, you got these great rechargeable hearing aids, but eventually the batteries are going to crap out on you. And good luck getting them replaced because you're going to either have to send them off or get new hearing aids. So, yeah, it's just, I'm having to learn how to write reports. I'm working with another student in my college as well, says Nikita. I was doing my own studies. I need to use Reaper long enough to learn it well, and then I need to keep using it. Yeah, I love. I can learn a few things, and yeah, exactly. You know, and listen, that's like everything. You learn something, but if you don't apply it, you don't remember it, and that's something that I've kind of harped on with students. Is that like I can teach you, but I have to charge because my milkshake. Oh no, sorry. I can teach you something. And you can learn that something, but if you're not applying that something to your everyday life, I'm not effectively teaching you because then you're forgetting it. And that's why we have homework. Like, I never actually understood this till I started teaching why homework was great. I always hated homework as a kid. I still hate homework as an adult. Like, I don't like it, but I understand why it's great. Since I'm not technically a teacher, accessibility services needs reports from me. So they can dictate what needs to happen. Yeah, behavior intervention response plan is pretty awesome. I'm assuming your accessible services does not have a template, but that is a really cool way of doing them. And I'm not here to teach today. I get to do that later. But I would. There's probably some articles on it. I would assume. In fact, I'm going to look. I don't know if it's... Yeah, it is. Oh, cool. So BIRP is an acronym used to help clinicians organize their notes into 4 specific sections: behavior, intervention, response, and plan. It's funny because I think this is actually written for more like mental health professionals use this. However, I think it is really handy for teaching. for the sole fact that unless you organize your thoughts into 4 areas, it works really well when you're teaching most anything. Behavior is the what's the client's behavior? What are they doing? What are they learning? Intervention is what are you going to teach them? How are you going to teach them? Response is how did they respond to the lessons? Obviously, if you're doing mental health, this is probably more treatment based, but you can co-opt this into teaching anything really. Good question, Nightwind. I'll get to it in just a second. So that's your response. Plan is how are you going to teach them going forward? What are you going to change? What worked? What didn't? What do you think they need to succeed? Of course, when you write anything, it's client first language. So we don't say Joe sucks. We say the client is having trouble. We also try not to give our own opinions. Although, I mean, obviously in the opinion of this instructor or clinician, I feel that they, need this, whatever. That is your 90-second primer on the BIRP format. But I think it's handy. I taught a friend it yesterday, and I think his mind was blown because it is an awesome way of cataloging progress. It's just an awesome way of being like, hey, here's where we're at. Here's what we need to be at. Here's what needs to happen to make it possible. Really, I've had them for 3 years, still declining in battery life so far. I'm gonna have them check the warranty when I get my newest. Interesting, because I would think that batteries, because we all have like phones, right? Like, and I know the batteries on my phone sucked when I traded it in. Also, when you're out and about, and one of your batteries decides to temporarily give up on life, it's recharging. Oh, and if it's rechargeable and you don't have your recharging box, there's nothing you can do. Yeah, that's true too. Like, I mean, I don't really actively wear my hearing aids. I don't particularly care for them. Probably in another 10 years, I'll probably look at getting some, but they've been very uncomfortable for me. But yes, you can just carry 312s in your bag, which I've done. You can swap one out, and you're good to go. And you're back in the saddle again. I hate hearing aids. Hearing aid screech from those around me. I don't really get hearing aid screech. They're much better now with screech. Not the guy from Saved by the Bell, but like the actual screech sound. LOL, you could use ChatGPT to write your reports. You can sort of, but I don't recommend it for a few reasons. First of all, you're probably breaking some sort of HIPAA laws by posting your client information to the ChatGPT server. That's one thing. Also, I mean, you still have to write the information up anyways to feed it to ChatGPT. So at that point, you might as well write your own report. I suppose you could send it the report and be like, hey, make this more professional. But again, you're still uploading data to a server. Probably breaks HIPAA laws. Wow, first time I wasn't late. But that's probably because I was up extraordinarily early, says Magnum Hurricane. Hi, Steven. We use something different over here. A lot of the teachers call them objectives, and you have to write up steps, whether as they are ongoing or have met the objectives. Yeah, that's you can also do that too. There's different reporting methods. Great, can't wait. Baldwin in and sick. Gonna set up my mic and mixers so you can hear all of the sick during class. Wonderful. Listen, I am looking forward to it. I just can't wait to hear your disease. Just wonderful. I'm very nearly totally deaf without them. I don't think the combination of AirPods and live listen would help my situation all that much, sadly, because that would be a much cheaper solution. I actually find that it helps me. But yeah, if you're that reliant on hearing aids, that's a different story. I've had trouble with them. I'm not ready for them yet. They're not something that helps me. They also don't do anything for my right ear, which is what I wanted. And they were like, no, it's not going to help your right ear at all. And I'm like, then why are you giving them to me? I'm like, y'all were like, this is going to help your right ear. Well, it's not helping my right ear at all. There's nothing you can really do for my right ear. So stop. Yes, the issue of not having a charger is valid. Nice to know that I have it. I just make sure I have it. Nice to know I have a full charge at the beginning of the day. Yeah, true. I mean that, again, I think, like I said, I think there's pros and cons to both. And I think one of the big pros is, I think for some people, especially if they have issues handling small parts, if you have motor issues or whatever, especially for older people, I think the 312s are really rough. Having to pop open a little tiny door, pull a little small battery out, put a new battery on, pull the tag off. It's hard. It's a struggle. So yeah, I mean, rechargeables in that way are awesome. You just stick them in a thing and you go and you're done. Yeah, we'll see. Right now, the last thing I want to do is get wrapped up with more hearing aid stuff. I'm able to function okay. Now, we'll see kind of how that goes when I have to start working and doing more stuff. I may find it's more of a struggle. Honestly, I kind of cheat and use live listen, and it's letting me work, so I'll take it. So there are a few things I want to talk about today. First and foremost, we are 1 week away, a week and a day away from the BK3 marathon. If you guys don't know yet, I feel like we've talked about this, but I'm gonna throw it out there again. March 18th. It looks like it's going to be early, so it looks like it's going to be 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Central. It's going to start early. It's going to be an all-day affair. I think it's going to be an all-day and honestly maybe an all-night affair, because I'm calling it a mini marathon. And if it's a mini marathon and I did 30 some odd hours for a big marathon, yeah, this could be 16, 17, 18 hours of BK3. A couple things to note about the marathon. We're going to be giving away prizes. Unlike the last marathon giveaway, you get one entry and one prize, because there are not a lot of prizes this year. We're going to have a couple copies of Warsim, a couple copies of Kilta, a couple copies of Upheaval, and I believe there will be a couple Mistworld point cards. So one prize per person. We're not doing anything wacky with a guesstimation thing like we've done. It's just you enter during the marathon. We pick prizes at the end, and people win things. So that's going to be going on during the mini marathon. Also, there is no Wheel of Pain. There is no jelly beans. There is no gross sodas. Donating is completely optional. If you'd like to, that would be awesome, and I will never be disappointed. If you don't, as also awesome, and I won't be disappointed. I just want people to come hang out and have some fun and watch me play a really cool game. Have I been playing around with 11 Labs? Have I made my voice clone better? No, I really haven't. I haven't had a chance to do much. You have the same issue with your right ear that I have with my left. When I hear someone talking in my left ear and my left ear only, it just sounds like gibberish. Yes, that's my right ear. And there's nothing they could do. They were like, oh, we can't really do much. And I'm like, well, then why are you giving me hearing aids? Isn't the idea of hearing aids to aid my hearing? You're not aiding my hearing. You're just making everything louder. And I don't need louder. I mean, louder is nice. Hearing stuff from farther away is cool. Anyone with hearing aids knows, you get to hear doors slam and stuff. But I want my right ear to make sense. And I don't think it's possible because of the frequency loss. Brandon says, I've done plenty of goofy stuff with that. A lot of them are ingesting chocolate themed. The AirPod Mix makes things sound closer than they are to me, so not good for real world application. Great for hearing things when you were listening, though. Yeah, I need to spend a little time and see how it actually, because I know it's got a conversation boost, and that may sometimes mess with your depth perception. Yeah. So, so yeah, that's next Saturday, the BK3 marathon. It's going to be a blast. I'm looking forward to playing this. There will be times, by the way, when you're going to have to sit through some grinding, because I will have to grind a bit. And I already kind of know in a couple spots where we're going to have some grinding. So just keep it in mind that there will be some spots where you're just like, really? You're playing 2-2 again? Yes. Yes. Austin says, are you enjoying your 14 Pro? Yes. Really liking it. It is really cool. It's been a lot of fun. It's not like a life-changing phone, but I needed a new phone, and I don't regret the purchase. So that's cool. So that's a plus. Let's see here. I made a whole thing of a semi-popular YouTuber doing a review of the Victor Reader Stream 3rd generation. Oh, geez. Okay. Well, I mean, hey, like I said last week, what you all do in your private time is your business. That's, I can't, no one can stop you, but yeah, please just don't post things. So BK3 is next week. Now, there's a new game that has come out that I've been getting pinged about. And the way that life has worked for me lately is I don't have a chance to keep up on new things. So the way that I find out about new stuff is when someone messages me and goes, hey, Liam, did you hear that there's a new game? And I go, no, I didn't hear that there's a new game. And they go, but you're a streamer. You should know all this stuff. And I'm like, bro, I do other things. I don't have time to like sit and just browse every forum and topic and newsletter and stuff. I got my iPhone 12 in 2020. It's finally paid off, but these batteries suck and I feel like they're getting worse. My battery's fine. I mean, my phone at work yesterday, I came home and it was at like 65%. So I'm happy with it. The battery life is great on my 14 Pro. I mean, I still carry a battery with me anyways because I'm really neurotic, but I'm happy with it. So I like it. It's the same size as my 12, more or less. The cameras are supposed to be really good. I have no idea because, I don't know. I turned off Discord and Facebook notifications, and that made a world of difference. Discord and Facebook notifications for what? Wait. Oh, on your phone? I don't know. I mean, it just I haven't really noticed a problem. Like I like my phone. He's cool. He is fine. Dynamic Island is kind of a gimmick. I'm sure there's a use for it. I haven't found one yet, but whatever. So yeah, new game, Brock the Investigator. I don't know anything about this game. I guess it's accessible. It's supposed to be really good. I think Sturlock was one of the ones that messaged me at like 1 a.m, as Sturlock does, which is fine because I usually just hear bloop on Skype and then I just like hear random speech and then fall back asleep. But I went and looked this morning, and Sturlock was like, "Hey, new game," and I was like, "Okay." And then someone else tweeted me and was like, "Hey, new game. When are you gonna play it?" And I was like, "Oh, well, I guess I got a new game to play." I am setting up my station in the garage. The fam is home today, so that's fun. Huddling up by a heater, says Brian. Well, that's that sucks that you got banished to the garage, bro. So, Brock the Investigator. I guess Sturlock has played this and says it's good. It's a point and click beat 'em up hybrid. What? Wait. A point and click beat 'em up hybrid. How do you? All right, yeah, we're gonna have to check this out. So here's the deal. Here's the deal. I have a lot going on. Now, I was originally going to try to stream this tonight, but I have so many other things doing. I also have to cook dinner because that's my life. So, I think tomorrow we're going to check it out. If I were not working today, we would check it out today. But thus is life. So I don't know what time we're checking it out at. I think it's going to be in the afternoon because I have groceries coming in the morning. I have to put them away and do grocery things. I'm also thinking that I need to, I got groceries coming tomorrow at like 11. So look for that in the afternoon, Chicago time, which I know is going to be kind of bad time for some other people. Great time for some other people. We don't always win. Sorry to my Indian pals. I know you guys are going to get totally shafted with the time stuff. But we're going to check out Brock the Investigator. Saw Brandon tweeting about it yesterday, so grabbed it. It released in 2022, but it was recently just made accessible. Okay. Well, we can give it a little licky-loo. We'll have to do it, like I said, tomorrow because, I got clients today and I got cooking and I don't want to stream at 7 at night. I just don't want to do it. So we'll be checking it out tomorrow and we'll see how it goes. Maybe we should do that as a marathon. I don't know, but we'll definitely check it out. It's $20 on Steam. Doesn't seem too bad. Vi, Liam, says Werner. I think you mean hi, but hi, Vi. Vi to you, Werner. You know what I didn't do? I didn't thank my patrons. Hold on. So if you guys, again, you probably hear me talk about this at the top of every stream. Patrons, super, super important. Patrons help me keep streams going. They also help me pay bills. And because I am only able to work part-time because of class, it is really super important. I'm not getting paid to teach right now. So your patronage does help immensely. Big thanks to my awesome patrons who make these streams possible. Dragos Griciano, Elia Tucker. I say Eli Tucker because it looks like Elia, which was a problem, by the way, originally. When I first met Eli, I was like, so we have Eli, and who's this Elia person? And Eli's like, no, that's me. I'm just Eli, and my name is strange. Well, he didn't say that part. I kind of put those words in his mouth. He might have said that, actually. So, Eli Tucker, Erstronkel, Habib, Tim Kilgore, Kirsten Guzman, Stealthy, Dennis Vicker, Rich Yamamoto, Marco Garatoni, Crystal Bell, Jessica Miller, Wandering Waves, James Dean, Jim Denham, Brian Peterson, Trevor Johnson, Kevin Lyon, Stephen Luttrell, Simon Yeager, Shane Popplestone, Austin Nix, Sarah Hawk, Jason Smith, Johan Tan, Megan Schmidt, Hope Odessa, Exterminator 555, Brandon. Oh, Daniel W. I don't know why it said Brandon. Heather Messiker, Audio Game Geek, Hillary Duncan, Anya Kristen, Shane Early, Courtney Barton, Bryant, Roland Engolsma, Kenny, Super Freak, and Jack Filachek. If Patreon is not your thing, you can always do a one-time donation, which are cool because they frighten me and make the monkey sound go off. Don't know what to say the monkey won't do. You can do that at lirvin.me/the-letter-D. Patreon, of course, is lirvin.me/the-letter-P. But yes, they do help immensely. I'm trying to give back to patrons as much as I can. Sometimes I suck at it, so I apologize if you are a patron and you kind of feel like you're getting shortchanged. Your support does help immensely, and I am appreciative of it. And it's one of the reasons why I try to stream every Friday morning, because I want to make sure that there are streams. There have been times where I've have not streamed for 2 to 3 weeks at a time, and I want to fix that. You know, I want there to at least be 1 to 2 streams a week. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's really difficult because everything's going on, or there's nothing to play, or whatever. So I do apologize, but I do want to say that the support that I get from you guys is awesome. And even if it's not financial support, having people show up, currently, I don't like to lean on numbers, because numbers are not a great metric. And if you get too caught up in them, but currently there's 16 of you tuned in, 17 now. And so it's really cool that I can come on here and just hang out, and people come hang out with me. And that means a lot. That is really awesome. So even if you do not do the whole financial support thing, having you here is cool. Having you hang out is cool. Having you share these with your friends is cool. With Twitter being kind of up in the air right now, with people using it, people not using it, having people post links in other places, having them share it with their friends is awesome. You should stream FIFA. Yeah, I'm not really interested in FIFA, man. I'm sure I could do it. I just don't have the patience, and I don't have the patience because EA has promised a lot of things and hasn't delivered, and so I don't care. I really just don't care all that much. It's not... I feel like giving it the attention and supporting it when they haven't supported us irks me. I don't know how to describe it, but it's kind of I feel like I'm promoting it when they have let us down. Yeah. Just start calling Eli Elizabeth. Oh, bro. No. You do that. You do that. Oh, nice. Investigator is going to be right up your alley, I suspect. Played it for over an hour last night and had a blast. Oh, really? Oh, am I going to like this thing? Listen, I trust Word Nerd because I don't know. Actually, I don't know why I trust Word Nerd. Maybe I shouldn't. No, but I think people know me pretty well, and they kind of know what I like. Because usually people, when they recommend stuff that know me pretty well, recommend pretty dead on. So, yeah, FIFA 23 has text to speech, and it's a joke. It's the same joke text to speech we've had for 3 years. I streamed it for 8 hours yesterday, Sister Lock. Okay, well, we'll check it out Saturday. I won't be able to stream it for 8 hours, but I suppose we could play it. I'm interested. I would play it right now, except that A, this is chatting with viewers. B, I got class later. But I'm definitely down. We may have to check this out. I'd suspect you'd like a point and click adventure style beat 'em up RPG. I mean, yeah, I think all those things would be things because I like point and clicks. I love, most point and clicks I like. I wasn't too crazy on press, tab, to move. But yeah, I feel like this would be up my alley. I like beat 'em ups. How's the beat 'em up stuff? Can we do that? Because I like beat 'em ups. I love punching things and people. When it comes to native instruments, yeah, I mean, having a keyboard helps, especially for doing parameters, changing presets. Yeah, you kind of really need one. There might be some way around it, but I don't think it's easy. Yeah, FIFA has text-to-speech. I don't remember how you turn it on. It's useless, though. It really is. It's not helpful. It does not read any teams. It does not read any real useful stuff. I don't even think it was reading option menus. They may have fixed that at least. But, like, I don't remember it actually reading anything of real import. And that's what infuriates me is that, so, a little history lesson, I guess. For those that followed, Madden received a lot of accessibility features in the first few years. So, like, 2018 through 2020 were kind of the golden years. And then nothing new was added. FIFA was supposed to get a lot of the same stuff, and nothing new has been added. NHL was supposed to get a lot of the same stuff. Nothing new was added. And it's really a joke because the games are getting, like, updated, but the accessibility features are not getting updated to meet the game's needs. And so, yeah, it's really a problem. And it's kind of ticks me off a little bit. But I suspect there's a lot more going on behind the scenes that we don't know about and aren't going to know about in regards to that. But it's just very upsetting because of that. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm a little frosty with mainstream gaming right now, and I don't want to go into it. But I'm a little cranky at the moment. So yeah. Anyways, that is it's FIFA. I just EA every year disappoints me. We're always promised these great things, and then every year I do a stream on like, hey, here's the new Madden, and it's like, oh, there's nothing new. Hey, here's the new FIFA. Oh, you guys didn't. Hey, here's the new NHL. I don't even think I did FIFA and NHL this year. I looked at them on my own, realized there was nothing, and then just got rid of them. Yeah, Madden 19 was why I got an Xbox. I thought we were right on the brink of having lots of accessible games. Then The Last of Us 2 came out for the PS4, and EA's been stuck in 2019 ever since. Yes, exactly. And you had Last of Us 2 and Last of Us that did some really cool accessibility stuff. And I don't feel like we've had much since. And I mean, you can argue God of War, and I'll take your argument, and I'll say that's cool that we have it. However, we're missing a lot of stuff that allows us to play it, on our own. I'm also going to make a statement. It's kind of a rough statement, and I'm not digging at anyone when I say this, but this is how I feel. I do not feel playing with a co-pilot is accessible gaming, and I don't feel that it's independent gaming. And I think, though, having someone play with you helps you enjoy the game, I don't think it allows you to play independently. And I think that the independent factor is very important. So that is why, like, if you guys have noticed, I don't have someone on here with me going, okay, Liam, go left, go right. Okay, yeah, cool. Here we go. To me, it's not gaming. It's like, okay, I'm playing with a friend and that's cool, but like, I'm not really enjoying the game because I've got someone telling me everything. And I feel like that's dangerous. And I feel like it's dangerous because companies see that and they go, oh, look, blind person's playing the game. But they're not. They're getting told what to do and how to do it. And like, so I think that like that hurts sometimes. It's cool. I mean, I like that we have people that are like, hey, we'll play with you and we'll stream and we'll have fun. And part of it's having fun. Like, first and foremost, gaming is fun. You're supposed to have fun. And if you're having fun when you play with somebody and they're describing stuff and everything, hey, that's awesome. That's cool. But I think it's really important that we push forward the narrative that like we need independent gaming because like independent is super, super important. Austin says we're EA and we're going to make the exact same game every year because we know you're suckers and you'll buy it and because we love money, 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 money. Yeah, I mean, EA does that, but EA has also not been pushing accessibility forward. This might be one good thing about the Microsoft EA buyout. Maybe Microsoft... Wait, when did they buy out EA? I did not think there was a Microsoft EA buyout. When did that happen? I was not aware that they bought EA. I know they're trying to buy Blizzard, which is a friggin' struggle right now. I don't even know if that's going to go through. That'd be interesting, though. I mean, I didn't hear anything about an EA buyout. But I don't know. I mean, I would like to see... I'd like to see independent accessibility get pushed. Because, like, I know one of the big things for a while was Sea of Thieves. And I know that there were people that were playing with co-pilots and stuff and friends. And I think that's cool. Problem is that it doesn't fix the accessibility barrier. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Sorry, getting mixed up with Activision. Okay. I was going to say, yeah. Well, we'll see about the Activision thing because, again, I think the whole Activision Blizzard thing really has a bad possibility of stalling out. I really do think there's going to be some big pushback on that. You know what I am excited for, though? This is a cool year for fighting games. So we got Street Fighter 6, which, by the way, I hope really has narration for menus because we're adding an accessibility deck, which would just be the most ironic thing ever. If like, hey, we have these great accessibility features, but, oh, yeah, I can't access them. So Street Fighter 6, I'm excited for because I like Street Fighter. I also like that they're making it a little more accessible with a 4-button layout plus some cool sound stuff. And the sound stuff's going to be neat. We're getting like sound cues for mix-ups and like aerial stuff and combos and blah, blah, blah. I think they're also doing positional stuff, which will be really cool. But yeah, when I think of Activision, I still think of games like Pitfall. Yeah. I mean, yeah, for sure. Because that was classic David Crane right there. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Sterlock, yeah, I'm not going to name names because I don't want to play that way, but I do. I don't hate the co-pilot thing. I think it's cool. And I think if you have friends that are like, we'll play with you and we'll stream with you, I think that's awesome. And I think it's really cool. But I really think that we have to say, listen, this is not the status quo. And this can't be the status quo. We need to really be pushing for what I like to call independent accessibility. And the idea is that as an individual, you should be able to play something and not require assistance. Because if you're requiring assistance, it's not accessible. If you're requiring human intervention, it's not accessible. If a human has to tell me what I'm doing, not accessible. What are your opinions on Microsoft Flight Sim? Has it received any updates since the big accessibility stuff? So, Flight Sim seems like it's getting better. It definitely needs work. However, I don't know how much work can be addressed by Microsoft versus how much work can be addressed by modders. You can use it. It's workable. I know that the Talking Flight Monitor people have had success with it. Its menu interface is a little weird, and then that's kind of the big thing right now, is that a lot more people are having better luck with Prepared than they are with Flight Sim. I like Flight Sim because it feels very real to me. I also like that you have really cool planes and stuff, but yeah, I don't really know because I'm not really a simmer. So I've tried to watch Blind Sea of Thieves streams and I can't get into them. It's like watching live stream cited guide. Exciting, right? Yeah, I mean, and that's like, again, if you're having fun, like, here's the thing. If you're enjoying what you're doing, that's awesome. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, like, we play games to have fun. And I think that if you are actually having fun with, I love live stream cited guide. That's a really great sort of metaphor, actually. If you're enjoying your live stream cited guide, that's really cool. Bro, I'm with you. Like, I'm with you, and I'm in your corner. However, you have to be clear that you're doing this with someone else, and it's not really fair to say that you're advocating for accessibility when you're not. Amy, how's it going? My gosh, it's been forever. I thought you forgot about us. It was funny. I was thinking about you the other day. I'm like, man, Amy must think that, like, she's too cool for us now, which she probably is. Sure, if you're having fun, great. I don't want to cast any shade whatsoever. It just feels a bit too close to real life for me to have fun. Used to play Street Fighter and Sega when I could see better. I had no idea they were still doing things like that with it. I'm not sure how you would even play it blind. So you can. One of the cool things is that they're gonna, I know 5 has some positional audio. 6, I guess, is really doing a lot with sound. They're doing a lot with doing ear cons for things. But the ironic part is I don't know if there's a narration menu for setting these options right now. No, I could never think that, or forget about you all. College has been killing me. Keep missing streams. I hear ya. Well, reach out and say, hey. I was gonna say you got me a playroom, so. But hope college is good. I know that it can be brutal. Great to hear from you again. I'm so glad you're here. But I do want to say, I mean, like, honestly, I'm kind of with, like, others. Like, I'm not going to throw shade at those that do the Copilot thing, and I know it kind of feels like I am. To me, it's not gaming. But I also, in the same breath, understand that gaming is fun, and gaming should be fun. And sometimes we have to adapt our gaming to have fun. And I'm all for adapting, because I've always said that we as blind people have to adapt. No one's going to adapt to us. I feel like that mindset has changed big time over the years now. I think there's a big push that the world should adapt, and I don't necessarily always think that that's a realistic expectation. I think adaptation is nice, but also I think that we also have to kind of do our own adapting. But in the same breath, it bothers me from the perspective of, I think it's dangerous sometimes because I think people look at that and go, oh, look, they are playing games. And it's like, well, sort of. But I don't want companies to not want to make things accessible because they go, oh, well, look at the stream. There's a person telling this person how to run around. And it's like, but they're not actually playing for themselves. So, yay for Capcom. I've always liked Capcom and their games, even though I've not played them. So it's good to hear about them at least trying with accessibility. Yeah, I don't know much about the Street Fighter 6 stuff. Hey, Tu Hong Jung. Yeah, I wasn't I supposed to refer to you as Tu Hong, right? That's right. I'm trying to remember this stuff. My memory's not great. Yeah, I'm big against Copilot and playing with sighted people for the sole purpose of being guided. Yeah, I mean, when I was a kid, I didn't really have that luxury because people would rather just play the games. And so, like, I didn't have someone that was like, yeah, Liam, I'll walk you through this game. And I was okay with that because to me, like, I didn't feel like that was fun for me or for them. And I know that there are people that really enjoy co-piloting, like actually being co-pilots, and bro, awesome. I think that's great. Like, I think it's so cool that you enjoy that and you love doing it and you feel fulfilled. And again, no points off for that. I think that's awesome. And it says a lot about people that they can be like, you know what? I enjoy the game because I enjoy watching others enjoy the thing that, like, I enjoy, and I enjoy sharing my enjoyment. I think that's really cool. I would love to try it. I'm not going to lie. Like, I would not be opposed to trying something, but I don't have friends that are like, yeah, bro, we'll totally co-pilot with you. And I also want someone that, like, I have a good rapport with so we can make it fun. Because I think you could make it fun and interesting. I just, I don't know, you know? So at the end of the day, I would love to see us work more towards making things independently accessible. I like that term, independently accessible. It's probably a better term for it. So, yeah, I don't know. So, anyways, speaking of independently accessible, we'll be playing Brock the Investigator tomorrow. Also, my WhatsApp is going off. Oh, it's from Damon. I'll have to check it later. I have been chatting with Damon because we have a really awesome 6 degrees of separation thing that came into play that I'm not going to talk about on stream, but it's pretty funny. So, Tu Hong, okay. Hong Yun, right? Yeah, whatever you prefer. Whatever you want to be called. I am, happy to be cool about that. So yes, Brock the Alligator, or the Investigator, not the Alligator, the Investigator. We're playing it tomorrow. Yeah, it's a two-way street. The world needs to meet us somewhere in the middle. Yeah, I mean, I have a lot of older blind friends, and there was a different mindset 40, 50 years ago. And the mindset was that, unfortunately, whether we liked it or not, we were the minority and we had to adapt. And so I remember having a discussion about currency, because currency here in America is becoming a hot button issue. I believe the ACB is having a currency rally tomorrow, maybe, or today. There's a rally coming up. And I remember talking to him about it, and he was like, I mean, he's long dead now, but he was like in his early 60s, maybe, when I was like 16. And we were talking about it, and he said, I said, Liam, I think it'd be great if money was tactile and accessible. I think it'd be wonderful. However, realistically, we are the exception to the rule. And whether we like it or not, the world has to adapt to us, or we have to adapt to the world. The world is not going to adapt to us. And I found it really profound. And I found the mindset really profound. And he said, I had to learn to adapt, and I've been very successful at it. And so, and I think he even kind of felt that would change, and that the mindset would change, and that we would feel that we were owed a lot of things. And I don't know if it's right or wrong, and I'm not going to say that it's right or wrong. I do feel the mindset has changed, and probably in some ways maybe it's changed for the better. Maybe it is good that we are trying to get more, and we're trying to expect more and things. But it was interesting. It was interesting talking to somebody that grew up, in the times where, like, you didn't have an ADA, you didn't have equal rights, and whatever you wanted, you had to fight for. It was interesting. Maybe Damon wants to reboot NHB again. He did, Austin. He's doing a music show now on HKC. And I already told him I wasn't interested. But, I don't want to get into a whole discussion of, like, who owes what, who should do what. I like that we are seeing advances in accessibility, and I think that's really cool. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's interesting because when you're older, I think you see sort of like, you talk to the old breed of people that were like, bro, everything we had to figure out ourselves. Like our money, we had to like fold it into different shapes. I still fold my money. I don't know, like, about you guys, but like $20 bills are folded one way, 10s are folded another way, 5s are folded a different way, 1s are flat. So like, because for the longest time, like there were no note tellers. Anyone remember the note teller? I might still have one somewhere, but like it was like the first thing that could read your currency. But like for the longest time, there was nothing. You folded that money. Brandon says, I've never folded money. You also, Brandon, didn't you have enough vision though where you could see the bills? So I don't know, but yeah, I always folded money because that was the only way I knew what the bills were. Now we've got like our phones, and we've got like Look-Tell and Seeing AI, which, by the way, if you guys didn't know, Microsoft announced Seeing AI is coming to Android. So that's really cool. I just saw that a couple days ago when they were doing their accessibility summit thing. Anyways, I know the stream is all over the place today. Yeah, until 2016 I could read them. Okay. Yeah, so you never really had to fold them. But yeah, man, it was like, there was the whole thing about like, hey, now I know we are the one, I think I read like we are the one country now that does not have tactile bills. Like I think everywhere else has tactile currency. I say tactile bills. I want to be really specific. Tactile currency. Because some countries, I think, do everything with coins. Other countries have, currency that's tactile. I know the euro has some marks. Canada's got some new stuff now. I still fold my money. I haven't time to scan a bill just to see what is when I'm paying for something in cash, which doesn't even happen that often anymore. Oh, I have to use cash constantly. I still fold money when I have it, that is, says Word Nerd. So I live in a very small town, and I'm not going to say no one takes plastic, but the The paratransit bus takes cash. Our taxi company takes cash. If I have to pay someone for something, usually cash. So the use of digital currency is very low. Obviously, grocery store is card, or you pay online and get your groceries, whatever. But yeah, the amount of times that I have needed cash, especially here, is a lot higher. When I lived in Chicago, never needed cash. I took Ubers everywhere. Always used digital currencies. Now that I'm here, I'm always needing cash. The UK is tactile, except the £5 coin, but it's the smallest, so it's easier to tell. Oh, the £5 note, right? And all coins look really different. Yeah, our coins are different. You can tell them apart. But yes, the notes, if I remember, the pound notes are different sizes. Man, I need to go back over to the UK. I miss the UK. I was supposed to go this summer. I wanted to go see my family over in Ireland, which, yes, I know part of Ireland is not the UK. I have family in both parts of Ireland. So, do you see cryptocurrency catching on with actual legitimate businesses? I don't. No, I don't either. I don't understand enough about cryptocurrency to talk about it, other than it makes me nervous and I don't like it because I'm old. I don't know. I don't see it catching on. I really just don't. I know there are some places that accept it now. I was buying Chinese food the other week, actually, and there was an option to pay with cryptocurrency, which I found very fascinating. I think it was the Chinese place. No, it wasn't the place itself. It was the system they were using. Listen, King's Buffet is not going to accept cryptocurrency, but whatever the payment system they were using actually accepted it. So I thought that was very interesting that I'm starting to see it accepted in more places. I actually had somebody email me the other day. They're like, can LWorks accept cryptocurrency? And I was like, bro, I'm not even digging into that. I don't even want to go down that road. I really, really don't. Yes, come back. Wonderful place most of the time. LOL. Yeah, maybe I will. I'll let you know. I'll come bother you all in the UK. I really want to come back. I didn't get, when I was there, I spent some time in Belfast. And of course, by the way, I was in Belfast in 92. So anyone that's old enough to remember those times, you know how much fun that was. So I was in Belfast in 92 and I was, let's see. Yeah, Belfast in 92. I also went to the south. So I spent some time in County Cavan, which is actually right on the border. And it was nice. I really enjoyed it. I spent 6 weeks over there, actually. It was really, really great. Green Day is a week from today. The band? Oh, no, you mean, Green Day, St. Patrick's Day. I've never heard it called Green Day. Thanks, jerk. Now I want Chinese food and I'm on a diet. Bro, you had steak yesterday. Don't even come at me with your diet. I don't think a single good thing has come out of NFTs. Bro, I don't even understand NFTs. I don't get it. I don't understand. My dog just woke me up from a nap. That's great. I love that band. I like Green Day. They're okay. I have nothing. I don't. Green Day gets a lot of hate. I don't hate Green Day. I mean, I'm not like, oh wow, bro, Green Day's the best band ever made, man. But I also don't hate them either. So High protein and fat diet. Trying to be a good boy. So are you like no carbs? Is like low carbs or or is like what you're going for? Also, how did your steaks come out? Because I know you said your steak went Super Saiyan yesterday. Oh, bro, listen, you guys that don't know Brian Baldwin, you guys are going to meet him. We're going to have him on a stream, I think. I think we're going to do something before I go to Chicago. He's a trip. We've already talked, and I've had to explain to him that he has to be on good behavior. But this dude is great. He is funny. We were playing Playroom last week, and just he's funny. He's a trip. He's in my class actually, and he's a cool dude. It's actually funny the people that you meet, and then like the people that know of you. So he didn't know of me, but one of his colleagues does. One of his friends actually uses Great Toy Robbery as a teaching tool in his classroom, which, by the way, is the greatest compliment you can ever receive. And I legit, that made my year. Last year, just hearing that at like the end of the year, that was like the greatest thing. Because I make games for fun, right? Like, but I never thought about them as teaching tools, and so it was really cool to hear that. But anyways, yeah, Brian's a trip, and he's pretty damn funny. He is like probably the reason that I'm going to get in trouble in class, because like I don't pay attention. We just goof off and text each other. I don't know if I should admit that, but I just did. Hopefully our teacher's not listening. But yeah, no, he's a trip. Yeah, their newer stuff isn't that great in my opinion. Their older stuff's pretty good. Yeah, I like their older stuff from the 90s. Steak came out great. I'm trying low sugar and lowish carbs. I want Chinese now too, says Amy. I want British pizza because they make their pizza weird. They like put corn on it and stuff, and I really want to try that because I love corn. And like I guess it's a big thing on pizza over there. So I'll have to try like a good takeaway. I want to go to the UK, you guys. I want to go so bad. I want to go see my family. It'd be fun. So that'd be fun. Go see my family. Go over to the UK. Go have good Cadbury's. I want Crunchy. Crunchy is my favorite Cadbury bar. I don't like Flake as much. Crunchy is where it's at. American Idiot was pretty good. After that, they started to get weird. Yeah, I mean, 20th Century Breakdown, was that the album with 21 Guns? That was a pretty decently good album, but I kind of fell out after that. Although, yeah, American Idiot was cool. I mean, like, Dookie and Nimrod are still where it's at for me. Their really old stuff is kind of cool. Like, the really old stuff is interesting. Ugh, corn on pizza? No way. Oh, it's good. I've had it once because you can get it at Mod Pizza. It does corn on pizza, and it's so yummy. That's a place I miss. If you guys have never had Mod Pizza, you pay one price and you can put whatever you want on your pizza. You can like put every ingredient on it. Price doesn't change. This is the greatest thing ever. Because I like loading up my pizzas. I like having a pizza with like everything on it. All right, so I want to recap again because the time is starting to slip away from us. Next Saturday, the 18th, we are playing BK3. Please come join me for that. It's going to be so much fun. That starts at 1300 UTC. Yeah, because the time thingy is shifting. So 1300 UTC. That sounds right. I think. We're gonna start early. It's gonna be like 8 in the morning, Chicago time. So a little early for you Californians, 6 a.m. Sorry. I love you all. I'm sorry I'm starting so early. But it looks like it's going to be 1300 UTC. I'm going to put out an official video this weekend that announces it. Also, I'll be giving away some prizes. They're going to be like a couple of copies of Kilta, Warsim, Upheaval. Also going to give away a few cards for Mistworld. So if you play that, we're going to give away some diamond cards. They're not going to be big diamond cards because I'm paying for them out of my pocket. But I am going to give away a few diamond cards for those that want them. That will be another prize as well. Donating is completely optional. There will not be a, we add hours or we do anything wacky. There's no Wheel of Pain. Nothing like that. It's just going to be a chance to play a fun game, chat. We might even have special guests at some point during the day. Hint, hint. Brian might show up. I don't know. We're going to see what we can do about that. I have to talk to him still. Brian says I should win all the MW cards. Steven says I'll be there. Nikita says I don't think we have that pizza place here. I don't know if it's up in Canada, Nikita. It's really good. Sweet corn. Yes, Amy. Yum, yum. Have I ever had fish and chips from England? So I have had the closest approximation, which is what my grandparents used to make. And my grandparents are both Irish. So I've had a reasonable facsimile, complete with malt vinegar, by the way, which was really good. So I've had probably the closest facsimile of it that you would get in America, but I trust the authenticity of it because they're both Irish. So I feel like that what I would get in England or the UK would be relatively similar to what I had. How do you register to get prizes? Says Brian. Well, Brian, make sure you tune in to the marathon next week to get the link to register. Remember, you can't win if you don't tune in. Oh, God. Oh, my God. I need help. So that is next week. Tomorrow, we're going to be playing Brock the Investigator. Note that it is Investigator. I'm assuming Brock is an alligator. That's kind of cool, actually. So we're going to be playing that. There are some accessibility options that make it accessible. Thus, accessibility options. And I am told it is a hybrid point-and-click adventure with a beat-em-up. And I am all in on this. Because I loves me some beat-em-ups, and I loves me some point-and-click adventures. Because there is nothing more fun than... I would love, I want a good point-and-click. I want to play, Torrens Passage or any of the old Cool Sierra point-and-click adventures. Torrens Passage was a personal favorite of mine. Love that game. MW still won't accept verification codes by email. That's weird. I don't know why they're not accepting it. What I would suggest you try is try verifying without a VPN. I heard some people had issues with VPNs. That's all I can think of. The alligator, you noob. No, it's what I said investigator. Did I say alligator again? And an RPG 2 with stats and side quests? Oh, dude, get out of here. Really? Oh, so it's got all the good things in life. All right. Yeah, we're going to be checking this out. I almost want to call in sick now and be like, I'm sorry. I can't do class today, you guys. I'm sick. But this will be tomorrow. Oh, man. So watch the schedule. Again, going back to stuff that I mentioned on every stream, YouTube. Make sure that you are subscribed, which you should be if you're watching this. Also, make sure that you are getting all notifications and not just personalized ones. Like, because you're going to miss stuff. But we are going to stream it tomorrow. I'm looking forward to playing this. It will probably be afternoon Chicago time. So let's just say like 1900 UTC or something. I'm going to go with that because I got to put groceries away tomorrow. I have a bunch of groceries coming. I got all the stuff to make a really yummy breakfast casserole. Also, I'm going to make for I guess in honor of St. Patrick's Day. Oh no, I forgot beer. No. Damn it. I think I can still add. I was gonna make a Irish stew. Maybe I'll run out next week to the store and go get it. Because I don't want to buy a 6-pack. I just want a couple bottles of Guinness. But I want to. I punched a monkey.
Amy Turnham donated $5.
Amy, thank you so much. You scared me, but that was awesome. Thank you so much, Amy. I'm not using a VPN. Okay. Weird. Huh. So, make sure when you paste in the code, there's no spaces at the end of it. I think I had that problem with Mistworld where make sure there's no spaces or any extra debris. No, you said it right, but I had a flashback to earlier. Bro, you're going to make me question myself now. Thank you so much, Amy. I really appreciate it. That was super kind of you. Yeah, so tomorrow we're going to be checking out the Brock the Investigator. And oh man, I'm psyched for this. It could turn into a long stream if I got really into it. I could play it Sunday too. You never know. If I'm really into this game, this could be a multiple day thing. So maybe I'll have some. Oh no, maybe I'll have some Irish whiskey with me when I special guest for St. Patrick's Day. Oh no. Are you going to be getting drunk there, Mr. Baldwin? You're going to be having a wee drama whiskey, are you? Oh, God. This is the last thing I need is drunken Brian. Listen, Brian is bad enough when he's sober. You guys don't know. Like, this dude messages me with horrible ideas. And then, like, I want to make his horrible ideas reality in Reaper. And it's just, he's a bad influence. And, oh, man, I'm already dreading class because I know I'm going to be getting... I'm setting myself to do not disturb, Brian. I'm just... No spaces, dashes, or anything like that. Yeah, because if you're pasting the code in, it should just work. Like, I have not had a problem. The only time I had a problem was when I left a space in at the end. So, I wonder why you would be getting... Huh. I'm going to need something to fix the hangover. Oh, gosh. Whiskey's not going to fix your hangover. It's going to make it worse. So saith Dr. Liam. Dr. Liam is like Dr. Worm, except that I'm not a real doctor, but I am a real worm. I'm an actual worm, and I live like a worm, and I like to play the drums. That's a really obscure reference. Points if anyone gets that. So I'm excited, man. This Brock game sounds really cool. I want to play it. I want to play it now. I'm almost tempted to play it tonight, but we're gonna save it for tomorrow. We're gonna stream this game. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna be an alligator or an investigator that's an alligator. The Brock the alley investigator. I'm excited for this. It sounds like it's got all the things I'm going to enjoy, and I'd say give it here. Talking about whiskey makes me listen to a certain Chris Stapleton song right now. I have to be honest with you, I am not a big country fan. So like my knowledge of country is very far from encyclopedic. Because I grew up in the burbs and listen to metal and rock. And I did listen to some bluegrass. By the way, Nickel Creek has some new stuff coming out. I am so excited. It's the first album in 10 years. It's their first tour in 9 years. And I'm really disappointed that I'm not going to any of the shows, by the way. You told me your plan. I hate you. Don't do this to me, Brian. Bro, you're going to make me cackle and then Megan's going to yell at me and I'm going to be like, I'm sorry. Brian's a horrible human. I will out you. I'm going to out you so hard. Bro, I will. Sorry I scared you. No, it's okay, Amy. That's what it's there for. And actually I that's the fun. That's the fun in it. That's why I love the donation thing, because it scares me but it's worth it. Oh, Chris Stapleton did the anthem. Stapleton did the anthem at the Super Bowl. Finally, they got someone good. Oh, really? That's cool. I missed it. You're going to pee yourself. It'll be great. Oh, man, you are like a bad influence. I know what you're going to do, too. Don't do it. And the problem is that I have to talk today because I got to give my case management stuff. And you're going to do it. And I'm going to lose it. I'm going to lose it so bad. And I decided I'm not going to even try. I'm just going to lose it. Beat 'em ups are life. Point and click, not so much, at least for me. I love a good point and click. I wish that we had access to more of them. Because I loves me some like choice-based stuff. I love that sort of thing. I love that we're getting a little bit of everything in this game. Yeah, I've done stuff like that. Brandon, why'd you make all your stuff about girls? Are you angry towards females, Brandon? Do you need to talk about it?
Brian Baldwin donated
Thank you,
$4.99 through Super Chat. This is gonna make up for you losing it.
Yeah, that'll make up for me losing it. I can roll with that. Dude, I'm gonna cackle so bad. I'm not ready for this. Well, Brian, don't you have a meeting with your... Oh, no, that's right. You're not at work today, are you? Brian usually has a meeting before his meeting. It's like meetingception. Frequency missing is probably the best point and click for mobile. Was that the one with... So there's alt frequencies and frequency missing. Oh, frequency missing was the one where you were the reporter, right? That was a cool game. That was a neat... Actually, I really like that game. I would love more stuff like that. Because I feel like their screams provoke more visceral / primal emotion than male screams. All right. I will... I'll buy that. No, I'm working. My meeting's in 4 minutes. Oh, okay. Well, I hope you get in trouble. No, I don't. I don't want to see you in trouble. Listen, Brian's a good worker, man. He's a good dude. I bust his chops, but you know that's how you know we're friends, because friends do that to each other sometimes. Surprised you forgot. For a while you said it was your favorite iOS game. Yeah, no, it's definitely up there on my... I get it confused with alt frequencies. Because you got like frequency missing or frequency lost, all frequencies. I really liked it. I was really happy with it. And I love more stuff like that. All right, catch you in class, bro. Yeah, no, it was a game I really enjoyed. It's definitely something that I would recommend to people. Another sort of point and click, kind of point and click, was like Bulwark and the City of Flesh. It was kind of a fusion type thing. I love that game, by the way. There's a few things that could be done better in it with navigating and stuff, but I love that game. And I love that world, by the way. It has such great world building, and I want more in that world. Right. And alt frequencies was the one with the radio and the time loop. Yes. That one was cool too, actually. I love the time loop. Found that really fascinating. When you know people that can take a joke, that's a good friend. Oh yeah, me and him joke constantly. Like we're always going back and forth. But what's really cool is we also work together really well, and we haven't really had to work together on a project. But part of working with somebody is being able to joke with them. And I think like when you have a good rapport with somebody and you guys can both make each other laugh, I think you have the ability to work well together as well. Yeah, All Frequencies was a little disappointing. You bought the game, but after you played it once and beat it once, there's no reason to really play it again. There are 2 endings though. So there is that, but I do agree. Once you go through it and you go through the story, you're done. Like that's, you're done. It's kind of like an interactive movie in that way where it's like, well, you watch the movie, you're good. But I feel that way about a lot of games, honestly. I feel like when you've played the game and you've beaten the game, you've beaten the game. And so it's hard to want to go back through and play it again. Now, that's why I love games that have branching paths, different endings, because it does kind of make you want to go back and play it again. You're interested in like, okay, what's different? What's changed? All Frequencies, though, is very static in that, not that they're static, but that once you beat it, you beat it. There's 2 outcomes, that's it. And literally the 2 outcomes are just at the very end. Woof. My owner has to take me for a walk, she says. Have a nice day. Yeah, okay. Have a good walk with Destiny. I hope I got the name right. I think it's Destiny. That sounds right. I'll go with it. So I'm glad you guys could join me. This was a lot of fun. I am going to go start getting ready for class. And then later in the day, I have work. That's why I still to this day play Fear. There's no chance of me beating it because it's endless. Yeah, Fear is cool. That was a really cool game. I do love games though that don't end, or like if they end, you've got cool branching stuff. I love stuff that makes you want to replay it. And replay value is hard. I did get the name right. Sweet. So if Destiny has a puppy, would that be Destiny's Child? I'll be here all week. I made that joke. Gosh. So yes, tomorrow, Brock the Investigator. I don't know what time yet. I am going to set up a stream later for that. Keep an eye on the channel. If you guys have noticed, there, I believe, a live streams tab that will show you all the upcoming streams. So you can always kind of see what's scheduled to be coming up. We'll have a chatting with viewers for next Friday. And then the Friday after that, unfortunately, the week after that, I will be in Chicago. Also, there is a chance, and I'm still not sure if it's going to happen. There is a chance that I will be at NFB of Missouri in April. I'm not sure at this point. I have to decide over the weekend if I'm going. Side note, though, if you are going to be there, Brain Station is not getting presented. I won't be bringing stuff down, and I won't be doing a table. I was going to come down to meet some people at the exhibit hall and network and do a few things. But in general, I am not going to be presenting. I might be there. So if you're going to be there, you can certainly say hello. I'm still on the fence of whether or not I'm going. I'm going to miss some teaching time if I go. And I really don't want to miss again. So, yeah, there's a chance that might not be doing that. But if I am, I will, be there. Yeah, she would probably be the survivor. Oh, gosh. Go take your dog for a walk. Oh, my gosh. So I'm so glad you guys were here. We're going to wind it down for the day. Again, thank you so much to everyone for being here. Brock the Investigator tomorrow. Next Saturday, BK3 Marathon. Bring snacks, bring drinks, bring your friends. We're going to be playing it all day long. All day long. I think it's going to go into the night too, so it is going to be a long stream. We're going to be playing a bunch of BK3. I'm probably going to drive myself crazy with it, but it's going to be fun. So please join me for that. And as always, thank you for watching and or listening. I will see you guys tomorrow when we play a really cool game that apparently has been around for a while, but now we have accessibility, and so we're going to check it out. I'll see you tomorrow. As always, thanks for watching and or listening. Good night and good corn.